It's unquestionable that Trump and this administration are literally the epitome of hypocrisy. I mean, at this current moment, the Epstein files are the center of this issue, where Trump legitimately campaigned. The whole campaign was predicated on releasing the files and holding people accountable, something that we all desperately want. But right now, they are doing everything in their power to cover this up. And yesterday, oh, dear old Pam Bondi appeared before the House Oversight. And let me be clear, it was a mess. All right. Bondi literally screamed at Congress members using Trump's playbook of deflection and attacking people when they don't like the questions. MS Now, they literally put together a compilation of all of her outbursts. Play the clip.
This guy has Trump derangement syndrome. He needs to get, you're a failed politician.
Not a complicated question.
Well, I guess it is for you because you have a law degree and those are privileged. Do you even know who Chase Mulligan is? You're so obsessed with, you don't, do you?
I'm going to teach you the rules again.
Have you apologized to President Trump? Have you apologized to President Trump, all of you who participated in those impeachment hearings against Donald Trump? Nothing about helping crime in her district. She's not even worth getting into the details. Excuse me, I'm going to answer the question.
Answer my question.
No, I'm going to answer the question the way I want to answer the question.
No, and I told you about that, Attorney General, before you started.
You don't tell me.
Yeah, I did tell you because we saw what you did in the Senate.
You're a lawyer, not even a lawyer. Arlen, you don't get a reclaim time when you don't.
Bigger than Watergate.
When I don't answer a question the way you want. Only 2 people voted against it, and you were one of them, hypocrite.
But we're going to move back to you.
I bet we are.
Yes, of course, because you're here to testify.
Pandemonium. I mean, it's really what it was. In fact, it was so shocking to me as somebody who had appeared 7 times before Congress. What you saw with Pam Bondi, I did 7 times. I called my Substack article of the day our Congressional Coliseum of Cruelty. Because like I said, after 7 hearings, 7 of these, I can actually say this with authority because nobody else can. I can 7 times. I didn't just testify before Congress. I literally earned a doctorate degree in political theater, which is why when I watched Attorney General Pam Bondi yesterday in that appearance before the House, I felt something, I don't know, let's just say between deja vu and indigestion, because I have seen tough hearings. I have lived through them. But what unfolded yesterday, that wasn't oversight. It was matinee performance of Who Wants to Marry a Martyr. I mean, literally with the guest star, that 3-ring notebook. So look, AOC then turned around and told reporters that she believes Pam Bondi was screaming because she knows she's implicated in this massive cover-up. Play the clip.
I think that we all saw today the performance that she had. She was screaming, thrashing, and I think it is because she knows that she is implicated in a massive cover-up to protect a powerful ring of pedophiles through the redactions of the names of perpetrators, the holding of 3 million files, the moving of the unexplained moving of Ghislaine Maxwell into a new cushy facility. All of these things are what she personally oversaw, and that's before even digging into whatever questions may arise from her history in Florida. And I think that her thrashing and her very erratic performance today pointed to the fact that there are real questions that point to the DOJ under her leadership and her leadership specifically, as well as her role in all of this.
You know, again, as I wrote in my Substack, the hearing quickly devolved into what can only be described as a Bravo reunion special without the glam squad. Except instead of housewives throwing chairs, it was members of Congress throwing accusations about the Epstein files. In fact, Jamie Raskin echoed a similar point, saying that Bondi's job is to cover up the Epstein files. Play that clip.
And it's, I think, becoming increasingly clear to America that's what she's there for, to cover up the entire Epstein conspiracy. It's not like a coincidence that she's from Florida, that she was there with Alex Acosta. These people, Alex Acosta later becomes labor secretary. These people have traveled through politics with Donald Trump, and now her job is to try to cover up everything that's going on with the Epstein files.
Let me be clear about something. This cover-up's not going to happen. And it's not going to happen because you don't have Republicans that are now siding, believe it or not, with the administration. You have so many now who are defecting, saying, okay, we don't want to lose our seats because the American people want to see it. Now, the most important scandal to come out of the hearing was actually the realization that the Justice Department, this was insane. I mean, we've all heard about government, tapping phones and shit like that. Here, we learned that the Justice Department is actually tracking the unredacted Epstein files that the Congress members are viewing this week. Welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 1 million subscribers. Let's go. We need to regrow this community, so hit subscribe, watch, comment, and share, because this level of stupidity and all of this craziness, it's got to come to an end. Now, I also, on a programming note, want to let each and every one of you know that while Mea Culpa and Political Beatdown are no longer going to be shown on the Midas Touch Network, my shows are not going anywhere, and they will be available on my YouTube channel right here at The Michael Cohen Show or wherever you get your podcasts. Now, during Bondi's hearing, it was actually revealed, this was so crazy, it was revealed that she's tracking what unredacted Epstein documents Congress is viewing. Let me show you what it said. In the article, it says, this is literally news. Bondi's burn book at today's House Judiciary hearing appears to include a list of searches by Representative Jayapal of the unredacted Epstein files. Like, wow. And you know how they ended up seeing that picture at the bottom? That photo was taken by a reporter as Pam Bondi was going through her book. Now, let me move on and say that Nancy Mace, she also posted about it. Let me show you what she said. In it, she writes, yes, I will confirm. DOJ is tracking the Epstein documents members of Congress search for, open, and review. I was able to navigate the system today, and I won't disclose how or the nature of how, but confirm the DOJ is tagging all documents members of Congress search, open, and review. Based on how I confirm this, there are timestamps associated with this tracking. I mean, this to me is absolutely insane. This absolutely goes against every single principle that DOJ should be, should be doing. Now, Representative Jayapal, she was actually the subject of the document in the earlier photo that I showed you, and a reporter asked her for her reaction. Play the clip.
What did you make of the DOJ apparently monitoring search histories as
It is so outrageous. I think we just put out a tweet on it. I mean, I found out about it because a reporter called me and wanted to know about the emails that I had searched. And I was like, how did you know what emails I searched? I mean, there is a separation of powers for a reason. This is spying. This is the DOJ spying on members of Congress and what we search. So we are putting together a letter with Ranking Member Raskin and others on the committee to say we need a full accounting of what you searched for, what you're using it for, and you need to stop that. We need a new process that assures us that you are not spying on members of Congress.
Oh my gosh, right? Think about what she just said there. Oh my gosh, we're putting together a letter. Oh my God, we put out a post on our anger for this. No. That's not enough. That's not enough. You need to immediately bring in action right there to the floor in regard to whoever it was that set up. I want to see whoever it was that set up the system. I want to bring them in for questioning, because if this comes all the way from the top, meaning from Pam Bondi, that's an impeachable offense. Meanwhile, without a court order, they shouldn't be able to do this. And Representative Raskin, he also spoke with reporters saying that the DOJ is violating the separation of powers. Play that clip.
DOJ monitoring the...
Wait.
What did you make of
Okay.
this DOJ's monitoring
Like a
search
puzzle.
histories of unredacted Epstein files?
It is a violation of the separation of powers for them to essentially be monitoring our computer searches on the Epstein file. So I think it's outrageous that they would do that, and it's Orwellian, and we're going to have some more to say about it soon.
Do you know if Congresswoman Jayapal was the only person?
We have reason to believe that it was happening to everybody who went over there, that they were monitoring everybody's computer searches.
What gives you reason to believe that?
We'll be having more to say about this later.
I mean, just imagine, right? Every single item that they pulled up, she already knew, which is why her 3-ring binder was so perfectly prepared as a response to each and every one of them. Meanwhile, MAGA Mike Johnson, he went on Hannity, of course, and he claimed that the hearing was all theatrics and that the Democrats aren't really serious. Play that clip.
Obviously, Pam Bondi said it well. They turned it into a circus. These are unserious people, and they demonstrate that with their antics in the committee hearings now, which have really turned into theatrics, as she said.
Yeah. I mean, just imagine the theatrics are coming on simply just the Democrat side. By the way, the whole thing is a gigantic performance on both sides of the aisle. Ask the questions. I watched, for example, as one member of Congress turned around and didn't ask a single question. It was a 5-minute recitation attacking Pam Bondi. What good does that really do for us? Isn't the whole purpose to elicit questions and then to get responses? Isn't that what the whole purpose of the hearing is? Again, as a doctorate in this theatrics, somebody who went through it 7 times with the click, click, click of all the cameras that was sitting in front, standing room only, every move that you make being documented. I wanted answers. And if she's not going to give them, no problem. You're released. Come back tomorrow or next week. And then just keep doing it again and again and again. And then bring to the floor what you need to. Now, I do want to end on a clip of the so-called theatrics, literally coming from the Democrats, when Bondi accused Representative Becca Balint of being anti-Semitic, even though, of course, Balint's own grandfather died in a concentration camp. Play the clip.
This anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Oh, is Jewish. I just want to be clear.
Do you want to go there, Attorney General? Or do you want to go there? Are you serious? Talking about anti-Semitism to a woman who lost her grandfather in the Holocaust? Really?
The committee will be in order.
Talk to Jared Wise about anti-Semitism.
Yeah, let me be clear about one last thing as I finished with my Substack, again, our Congressional Coliseum of Cruelty. You know what we really wanted out of all of this? What should have shifted the room? The 11 victims of Jeffrey Epstein who sat in that chamber. 11 real people, real survivors, real pain, wearing shirts calling out the redactions that have concealed more truth than they have protected privacy. And when asked if they had met with Trump's DOJ, every single one of them raised their hand to say that they had not. And it was that moment that should have silenced this theatrics. It's that moment that should have cut through the partisan fog like a blade. But it didn't. And it's why I say, stay with me. Be a part of the community. Because this stupidity, it's got to stop. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.